Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Okay, today's cocktail is called I Bagged the DJ. The ingredients you need for this cocktail is a shot of Hennessy, a little bit of apple juice, a splash of cranberry juice, and some crushed ice. So this is how you make I Bagged the DJ. You're going to pour all of the juices and the crushed ice in a shaker, shake it, pour into a cocktail glass, and then top off with the shot of Hennessy. I bagged the DJ. That's the cocktail. That's just the cocktail.
Just?
Yeah.
Why you say it's just the cocktail?
Because it, like the title of the cocktail is like a sentence, but it's a really great cocktail. I actually made this the other day, and I don't even drink Hennessy anymore, but it made it good.
Was it May 18th?
That's the cocktail, and it was really tasty. Do you still drink Hennessy?
Mm-hmm. I drink pretty much everything. Welcome back to Cocktails, bitches. I am Kiki Said So. How was your weekend, Medina?
My weekend was good, Kiki. I feel like I had like a pretty chill weekend. Thursday, Mario, he invited me out to the Beverly, his new spot in East Atlanta.
Who did?
Mario.
Oh, yeah.
He had a soft opening. He did like the first soft opening, which was super cool because everything was free and I love free. And then the second night he did another soft opening and it was friends and family. And I felt really special to have been invited to that. And it was a lot of fun. After that, me and Brittany went to Spin to go see one of my friends, DJ, who's a really great DJ, but it was super packed that I had to just like turn up to Miley Cyrus really quick, and then we had to leave because it was too packed. I was sweating. There was bodily fluids juicing on me. I was like, I gotta go. Niggas is too turned up in here. It was at Spin. But it was fine. And then Friday, me and Brittany had like a friend's pizza night, and we watched Euphoria, and we made clip-ins because I really need to take my weave out. And I made my own clip-ins. It was really fun. Saturday, I had a pool day with Hannah. That was fun. And we were supposed to hang out with some big-time scammers, but that got canceled, which is probably a good thing because I don't want to go to hell. And then Sunday, Kiki, I went to church. And I haven't been to church in such a long time. And I was 45 minutes late, but I still went for the last 20 minutes. And it was a really great discussion. They were literally, as soon as we sat down, they started talking about, like, dating. And I was like, I was supposed to be. We were both supposed to be here. And they were talking about like women basically settling, men settling, and the way that you should date. It was amazing. I went to Buckhead Church, which was a white people church, but I really enjoyed it. Sunday, I went on a podcast that I only went on because I saw you post about it, and then they reached out about me and they had such positive things to say about you, Kiki.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was amazing. They were like,
pod named Kickback.
A pod named Kickback, and it was super dope. And I really begged them not to smoke, and they didn't. They had chicken wings. I was like, y'all got me confused with Kiki. I don't even like chicken wings. But it was fun. I had a good weekend, a good chill weekend. Didn't get too drunk, didn't do anything too crazy, kind of. But it was fun.
Do you remember talking to me?
I do.
Okay.
But I was not drunk.
I know, because you were saying some stuff like it was new, and I was like, is she just saying this because we're recording? Or does she remember that we had this conversation about church?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Okay, well, maybe you
I told you that I already went to church?
Yes.
Really?
We had a whole conversation about church. We talked about the church that you went to, how you went late, the type of church. That church thing. That's why I was like, no, she didn't remember.
Oh, wait, you're talking about why I brought it up now.
No, not why you brought it up, but how you brought it up. Like the way you said it, it was like I didn't know.
Just because I just wanted the listeners to know I bitch went to church.
Okay.
What'd you do this weekend?
So this weekend I had a lot of fun. I went to the Beverly too. I actually went today as well, and it's a cute spot. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. I had a good time. I met some new people, some new friends. I met some old friends. I actually invited one of my friends to come with me and meet me there. She's like, oh, I'm on my way, but I'm running late. Like, she has a kid. She's like, mom life, you know, it took a while to get ready, but one of my boos is there. He got us, blah, blah, blah. And when I got there, I was like, the block is so fucking hot right now. There's too many niggas in here that I know. Not even niggas that I fucked with, but niggas whose friends are in here that I'm
It's
cool
literally
with.
like Peter Street just in East Atlanta.
Well, not even the Peter Street niggas. It was a different group of niggas, but they were there. And so I was just like, you know, I don't know. So long story short, she gets there and she's like, come over with my friends. I was like, well, which ones are your friends? because that corner is looking a little, I'm not going over there. And it just so happened that the guy that she has been raving about is somebody that I already knew. And I was like, oh, bitch, I'll tell you later. I'm not going over there. Y'all have fun, though. Come see me when you're ready to go, and we'll talk about this some other time. So I did that this weekend. What else did I do? I hung out with my family. It's been a while since I had like a family day, and I really like to do that with my little cousin. And then also, we had Streets Fest this weekend, so I went for like a hot minute. That was cool. And then, what else did I do? That's all I can remember. But it wasn't a super crazy weekend. I'm glad that it wasn't. I was tired as fuck. And y'all know I've been sick. And I figured out what was wrong with me, and I'm mad about it. Because I feel like I went to the doctor way too many times for what it was. It was strep throat.
Oh.
But I went to the emergency room after the other doctor told me, oh, it's not strep throat. They told me it wasn't strep throat either, but then they sent the cultures off to the lab, and it came back, and they're like, oh, it is.
You can't trust these doctors.
What the fuck? That's why you got to be your own doctor and get on WebMD. And I had prescribed myself or diagnosed myself with that shit already. But oh well, that was my weekend. This weekend I'm really excited. I have some friends coming in town, so I can't wait to hang out with them and see what the weekend brings.
Hey.
I got some. I'm doing some podcasts this weekend. Some other podcasts like Going On Them here in Atlanta. Some shows I haven't heard of, so I'm anxious to like listen to them, see what they're about, and expose you guys to it. So I'm excited about it.
I think
that was
that's
my weekend.
exciting. This weekend, I get to check something off of the list as a maid of honor, which is the bridal shower. Thank you, God. We're getting closer to the wedding date. Thank you, Jesus.
I know you'll be happy once your bridesmaids duties are over. Okay, so do you have anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me pull up weird sex.
Ooh.
What?
I do have something else. Y'all, I'm not good at talking about myself, so I'll be forgetting. You guys, I finally have been able to talk about the show that I am going to be on October 10th. Please tune in to USA Network. Your girl is on Temptation Island Season 2 as a single. What's up? Stealing niggas from they niggas. Y'all, I'm stealing bitches, boyfriends. Watch it. Temptation Island. Your girl is on there acting a motherfucking fool. Make sure y'all tune in.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see it. I've never really watched Temptation
Most
Island.
black people haven't. That is also why I'm
I've
trying
heard
to get
of
USA
it.
Network to sponsor some events to get the black viewership that they need.
Yeah, they should get more black people. But I saw they had some on there in last season too. I've never watched the show, but I've heard about it. So now I have a reason to watch. So I'll be watching.
Don't judge me.
Well, the people gonna judge you, but that's all right. Just be entertained.
Yeah.
As you're judging. That's what I say. Okay. So weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
So this week's weird sex, like 12 of you sent me this same exact story, and I already had it in my notes, and it was kind of crazy. So I just want to remind everybody, just because you are a senior citizen and you have your AARP card doesn't mean that you can't get it in, doesn't mean you can't be spontaneous, but it does mean that your ass can get arrested and go to jail like the rest of us. So 6 senior citizens were arrested ages 62 to 85 because they were in the park having sex, basically. There were 5 men and 1 woman. The woman was 85. Oh. They were involved in lewd and sexual activity at the Grace Richardson Conservation Area in Fairfield, Connecticut earlier this month. So, I mean, to me, I don't know how it sounds to you, but to me it sounds like a gangbang. It may not have been a gangbang. It could have just been some voyeurs there to watch her get fucked by somebody. But obviously people were naked. Obviously there was some sexual activity going on. And obviously these niggas got booked. Well, not niggas, but these people got booked. Only 4 people's pictures were taken and 2 people didn't have to have their pictures taken, but they were all arrested. They were charged with
I'd be so mad if my granny was getting a gangbang ran on her.
That's just like a lot. They're facing charges from breach of peace to public indecency, so nothing too major. They'll probably get off with like a high misdemeanor, but nothing too bad. And I mean, like, shit, y'all 60 to 80 some years old. I don't want to be morbid, but you only got so much time. It's all right. Live it up.
Life. Live your best life, Granny.
Live it up. YOLO. And that's it for Weird Sex. Y'all keep sending me these stories. I thought that was crazy that I had picked that one out, and y'all were sending it to me. My mama sent it to me, too.
Oh, no.
But that was crazy.
That's
Could
insane.
you imagine if that was a parent?
That's crazy. You guys, we have a very special guest with us, and he is so fine. He has a very healthy beard, and he's so much fun. Oh my gosh, I think I'm in love. We have DJ PForReal.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
He's all wholesome and
how y'all?
sweet.
Hey.
You're all nice.
Yeah, I'll try to. I'm not mean.
So DJ PForReal was actually the DJ at the Saturday live show in Atlanta, if you guys got to make it.
And it was super lit. I was nervous. Kiki was nervous because he wasn't supposed to actually be our original DJ. It was supposed to be K-Threat, and then K-Threat like double booked himself, and then he was like, I'm going to have somebody come, but he never told us who the somebody was, and so I was super annoying. I think we probably both were because we wanted to make sure he knew what he was doing. Little did we know he's like a celebrity DJ, and he was like, why are y'all talking to me?
I was just annoyed because, not even about that, I was annoyed because K-Threat double booked, and he came to all of these meetings and all of these things, and it wasn't even about this secondary DJ. So I was like, I don't care who he is. Does he know how to plug his shit up and he can do it? Why the fuck did you double book? That's what annoyed me. It's like, whatever. Can't he play music?
Can you play music?
He can play music. Okay, cool. But like, why did this other person do that? That's what annoyed me, to be clear.
But it ended up being super lit.
Well, I'm glad y'all had fun. I'm glad it was a great show.
Thank you. Had you, do you listen to podcasts?
Yeah.
Do you listen to
That
podcasts
means
like
no,
this
you
one?
don't. He said it like, yeah, I kind of.
He probably listens
No,
to
you
nigga
don't.
shit. Like
That
you
means no,
listen
you
to Joe
don't.
Budden podcast or something like that?
You know what's crazy? I
What?
just started listening to Gilly the Kid and Wallow's podcast.
Oh, so you listen to music stuff.
I mean, it's not. They just be talking shit, but it's interesting.
Do you like to talk about sex?
I like to talk about a little bit of everything.
It sounded like you were like coached.
Do you do a lot of interviews?
Huh?
Do you do like of interviews, or do you prefer not to do interviews? And it's just like
I've done a
bitch,
lot
a
of
different
interviews.
job. Do you like?
Do I like interviews? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I like talking shit. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Okay, so to loosen people up, we like to play a little game
All right,
on
go
our
ahead.
show.
Let's go.
And it's called Never Have I Ever.
Oh wow.
And we're going to ask you some Never Have I Ever questions. If you can think of one and you just want to chime in and ask us one, that's totally fine. But if you don't, that's also fine. I'll start. Never have I ever lied about how good my sex is. Anybody? Have you ever lied? Never?
I don't brag on my sex.
I actually
so.
don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
Medinah, I've heard you brag,
But it's the
on this
truth.
show.
It might
but
be-
it's still
it might
brag. It's not
sound
that
like
it's
it's bragging,
lie.
but that's not a
that
lie.
you're lying.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying.
it's not a lie, but you can brag and it be the truth. That doesn't mean you don't brag.
The question is lie.
I know. I said brag.
A bitch doesn't
you said I
lie.
don't brag after I said I don't brag on
I
my
never had
sex.
to lie.
Why are you tapping your cup so furiously? I never had to lie. And then he's got like a nervous twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. I've never had sex with someone twice my age.
Twice?
I have. Yeah, twice your age. Doesn't have to be twice your age right now, but like ever in life.
Did it need to be penetration sex? Or are we still like saying sexual activity?
Whatever you think sex is.
Okay, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know if
drink
you
on that.
consider that sex or not.
Okay, never have I ever sold or bought dirty draws. I haven't either, but I'm thinking about doing it. This is like a business. Did you know that?
Sold or
There
bought
are
dirty-
men that buy women's dirty panties.
Hey, if they get money for it, then hey, it is what it is.
This is the first time we really haven't drank on Never Have I Ever.
The first?
One of the first times. Normally we've done it all.
Do you have a drink?
Yeah.
I don't even have one. I just have water. I just realized that. Okay, next one. Never have I ever been caught having sex by the police.
Me neither.
I actually have never had that.
I've been risque, but I haven't.
What was risque?
You know, it's crazy. All right, so look, I had sex on the side of the highway. My car got broke down. Mm-hmm. That was pretty intense because it was pretty busy too.
Your car broke down and then y'all were like, let's have sex.
All right, so it really wasn't my car, but you know, it was just we were a little drunk, you know, and then yeah, the one thing led to another, and then it was on the side of the highway, you know, full blown blasting, you know.
I don't like car sex.
Were you nervous? Did you not have tint on your windows?
No, I was tinted. But It's the
Okay.
fact that you're on the highway, fucking,
Yeah, somebody might think your car is like about to like blow up because it's shaking, and really y'all just in there fucking.
Imagine fucking on the highway and somebody pulls over like, "Hey, you okay?" And then you balls deep. You know.
Okay.
That can be tough.
Never have I ever been in the same room with more than one person I have had a sexual encounter with.
Wait, say that again?
Never have I ever been in the same room with more than one person that I fucked.
I'm drinking water, but I'm going to take a sip.
You're not going to sip. You're literally a DJ.
Huh? I wasn't referring to myself.
You're a liar now.
Now we can't listen to anything he said. What's the point of the game?
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You've never had more than one woman in a room that you fucked
that you have had a sexual encounter with.
Actually, I know for a fact that that's a lie.
What do you? Huh?
Because I know some. Because I know some people. Because I know some people you fuck.
Who?
And I know that they were in a room together.
Who is this?
I know. It doesn't matter who it is, but I know for a fact that's a lie. So we should just end the game if you're not going to play fair. Because Medina and I are playing fair.
Okay. All right.
Oh, now you're going to tell
all right.
Truth? Because I can't hold
Maybe
it.
like once or twice.
Okay.
Right.
Once is all you need.
Once or twice.
Take your sip.
But it wasn't mixy.
Take your sip. Drink it all.
Jesus.
It's not that it's mixy, but it's like you could be in a city and you could just be popping, and like you go to the popping place and the other girls be there.
And it's not really a bad thing. It's just like life.
Because it's like after you live for so, you're not 20. It's not like you've been fucking for just a few short years. I don't know how old you are, but I would guess that you're over 25. So
sometimes you be in the same room with niggas that you fucked, and it's like, hey, let's all take shots. Who's buying?
Well, we don't necessarily have to all take shots, but we're all going to be in a room together, and it can be cool, and it doesn't have to be a thing. And you also don't have to lie about it when we play Never Have I Ever.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, once or twice.
It's no big deal.
Once or twice.
Do you have any more?
I do. Okay. Never have I ever hired someone to do a job and ended up fucking them.
Hired someone to do a job and
ended up fucking them.
Me neither.
Oh, I have done that.
Oh. I got one.
Okay. What you got?
I got
one. We can play.
I'm scared.
I like when the guests come up with something.
Never have I ever
grab my cup.
ate ass or got my ass ate.
Oh.
I can drink my own drink.
Because I recall.
What you recall?
I believe I had this conversation not too long ago with Medinah. And,
okay.
And then, and she was talking about eating ass. And I was confused. I'm not.
What were you confused about?
I didn't know men got like their ass ate. Like,
but then when you got your ass ate, did you like it?
I never got my ass ate.
I told him I was going to eat his booty, and he was like, you ready to really stop talking like that.
Yeah.
Like, really
Why?
stop.
It made you uncomfortable?
He just has to live a little bit.
No, that's not living. That's nothing about getting my ass ate.
But you
is
don't
living.
know.
No,
you
but
think it's not living
because
like, you haven't experienced it.
No.
So it's like a thought. Because you haven't experienced it, right?
And you're categorizing booty eating with like a certain category when you don't have to do that.
But look, here's the thing. I don't want to experience my ass getting ate, touched, played with, looked at. I'm just not.
I'm saying that part is
what
fine.
If you
All
like
I'm saying is you don't know what it's like because you didn't let it happen. So don't say what it's not.
Open your mind.
10 times out of 10, I'm not gonna want to like. I'm not gonna like it. Nor am I gonna want to get my ass ate ever. So
but
it's not really.
What? I'm not even gonna argue with you about that because that's how I feel about anal. Although I did actually try it and you did not, so maybe I'm
not trying nothing anal. My booty hole is off limits forever. It's never gonna happen.
You won't even let a little spit drop out. Nothing has to go in it, but you wouldn't let a little
finger
or even the part in between the asshole and the balls. Yeah.
What
if the spit know how much pleasure is in the gooch?
I'm ticklish. Don't touch that shit.
Okay. I'm gonna touch it. I have one more, just because I just always am curious if this has happened to anyone, because sometimes it happens to me, and it's really nasty.
Oh, gosh.
This
must be embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, but not really, because no one else is going to see it. But I'm just curious to know, does this happen to people, or am I just doing it too deeply? Never have I ever wiped my booty and got a chunk of poop on my hand.
Wow. Yes.
Okay, that happens sometimes.
I don't have any more to drink, but yes.
Okay, because sometimes it happens.
And I got long nails.
Has that never happened to you?
I think as a male, I think you've experienced a lot of dumb shit. I can't remember if I got shit on my hands while I was wiping my ass, but I'm pretty sure at some point in life I got some shit on my hands.
Yeah, because
even as a kid,
sometimes it's softer than you realize. So when you wipe and you're trying to wipe good, so you don't have shit,
and
stains,
you're like,
it's like, whoa,
yeah. And then if you have your phone in there, you're like, whoa, this is how people get pink eye. Let me set the phone down. I get it now. I get how fecal matter gets on your face.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and how it spreads, and how people get salmonella in their food and shit. Like all sorts of things could happen. That's why everybody needs to wash their hands, especially those that work in the food and beverage industry.
Shitty fingers.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so moving right along to the main discussion.
Love never have
Getting
I
to
ever.
know
You really get to know
better.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, so Paul, DJ PForReal, you DJ'd for us at our live show, and that's kind of how we got to know each other. But what type of shows do you normally DJ, and like what type of people do you normally DJ for?
So I do concerts and
Big
festivals.
concerts.
Yeah, big concerts, festivals.
So you're like famous.
I'm cool, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do stuff like that.
Do you know Drake?
Yes, I know Drake. Do I know him personally like that? No. I haven't met him before, yes. A few times, and we talked, and that was about it. I was left at that. Is Drake like the main, like, is he like...
I was just wondering.
Like the NLBR of
No,
people?
I was just wondering. I just wanted to know if you knew Drake. God damn. Your dad is like a famous DJ, and his daddy is fine as fuck. Have you seen his dad?
Okay.
whose dad? Drake?
Okay.
DJ PForReal's dad. His dad is fine. You know when people were doing the old filter and looking like fine daddies? That's his daddy, though. Like, he's fine.
All right.
He's also a
How
DJ.
did you post it in?
No, he told me about his daddy one day. And
So-
then I looked him up, and I was like, damn, that nigga fine. Where your daddy at, though?
So if y'all lost, my dad's a producer and a DJ. He produced like De La Soul and I'm trying to think of things y'all know. He worked with Jay-Z and stuff like that. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So you do music. We met you because our other DJ double booked.
Yes.
But, blessing in disguise because we got to meet somebody new, somebody cool. And I thought you did an excellent job. Thank you so much for coming through in the clutch because
thank you. God bless y'all.
if we had to do a playlist.
I just love how you are
been
able
shitty.
to, like, interact with the crowd, and you didn't know really what you were DJing, I feel like. You didn't know you were DJing, like, a sex show. Or was K-Threat like, this is what you're doing? And were you like, fuck
Did he tell you what
First
we
of all,
were?
K-Threat didn't tell me. I hope
He didn't
K-Threat.
tell
I
you
hope he's
shit?
listening because K-Threat didn't tell me shit.
What he
was just
told
like
you?
he was like, yo, so I'm double booked, bro, and it's this show, and yeah.
so you didn't even... So when you got there and set up, were you like, what are they about to be talking about?
I didn't know shit. Until,
didn't know if we were gonna be talking or not.
No. Until KJ was like, yo, you know it's a sex show, right, bro? And this is mid.
And you knew KJ already.
Yeah, that's my
cool.
best friends, right?
At least you knew him.
Yeah. So
I have Brittany going up to him. I'm like, give him this flash drive. Tell him this.
stressing me the fuck out.
He's literally looking like, why are y'all talking to me?
I had
Stop.
way more stressful situations than you give me a flash drive for a beginning of a show. I promise you. Y'all stressing me out.
Were you entertained?
It was great though. It was a great show.
So you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Did you tell your friends?
I did.
Okay,
It
cool.
was my first sex podcast show experience. So
What did you tell them?
It was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You don't really. Not often do you go to a sex podcast show. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
only a few of them
and then,
out there.
And then see the things that I've seen on stage live. It was intense.
It was intense.
It was pretty
We were
intense.
kissing niggas.
Yeah,
There was
We were
twerk.
not kissing niggas. You were kissing niggas.
look,
You was
Kiki.
kissing niggas.
Hey,
That's
Let's set the record straight.
Hey,
You was kissing niggas.
We're a
and
unit.
you was kissing bitches.
Cocktails is a
And
unit.
you was talking about fuck. I mean, you was doing a lot of shit that I wasn't doing. But that's okay. No, we are a unit, but we have different personalities.
Wow.
And you got to be wild and fun. And I think everybody enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool. It was like, oh, it's just so free. And you helped some people's dreams come true because that one girl who came up there, remember, she was like, I just want to kiss Medinah. I was like,
please don't let me get herpes.
bitch.
Please don't
And
let me
then
get
I was
herpes.
thinking, she really gonna do this shit?
And I really
You don't even know
I
her.
felt like I had to. It was like a challenge.
I would be like, man.
It was real spicy.
It was real spicy. It was real fun. So anyway, okay, moving on. So this is what Medina told me before you came. She said that what?
Okay, no, I'm saying.
Okay, Medina told me, I'm not saying nothing crazy, but what you told me about this episode, she told me that you kind of wanted to talk about like how traditional dating is dead, should be dead, something along those lines. Something along the lines of basically women need to be courting these niggas is what I gathered from what she said. Those were not her words, but that's what I gathered. So help me understand.
Okay.
What is it about traditional dating?
Let me explain.
Please do.
Here's my thing. All right.
What is it?
Can I just paint a picture before you give the answer?
What's the picture?
Because here's the picture. Like, I just want the listeners to understand. Like,
check that. You want the listener to understand what?
I want the listeners to understand that, like, when we did the live show and I saw him, I was very attracted to him. And throughout the whole entire show, I was like, oh my gosh, the DJ is so fine. The DJ is so fine. I'm trying to get with the DJ. He's fine. I was trying to make it known that, like, I wanted him to talk to me.
I mean, you said it.
I definitely said it. And I'm a very aggressive woman. And so the whole...
That's good, though,
I'm
because you get
appreciative.
what you want when you can be aggressive.
So I
take that as
feel
a
like
compliment.
I kind of like made the moves on him. And then you were like, if you bag me...
Can I come in now?
Looking for Fitspiration? Are you spending hours on the internet trying to find the best workout plans for you? Well, look no further. OpenFit takes all the complexity out of losing weight and getting fit. It's brand new, super simple streaming service that allows you to work out from the comfort of your living room in as little as 10 minutes a day. You can sculpt your body in the convenience of your own home. Going to the gym is so difficult for me, and I have a feeling that I'm not the only one. You can work out with amazing trainers like Andrea Rogers, founder of the worldwide sensation Extend Bar, or the newest workout, Rough Around the Edges, with 6 of the most badass stunt women in the business. And you no longer worry about others watching you work out, which is why I end up leaving the gym. I don't have to worry about the pressure of people watching me. I don't have to worry about the pressure of not really having it together. I can do it in my own home and be comfortable. And you get what you put in. See results within the first 30 days. Do you just want to increase your energy, put a pep in your step, and overall feel better inside? Do you want to lose weight and actually keep it off? You can lose up to 15 pounds in just the first 30 days the right way with a little consistency. Getting ready to hit the beach, but don't quite have the beach bod that you desire? Hurry up. Get started now because summer is almost over and nobody's going to be at the beach in the winter unless you're doing some real traveling, and I am jealous of you. You can tone up with Hunter McIntyre in his Tough Mudder workout. You'll be amazed at how quickly the changes can happen. Your abs will get tight and toned, your booty will be lifted up, and your arms will be sculpted, baby, without adding the bulk, without the pain and strain of high-impact movements, because that's another sucky part. You don't want to be in pain and get discouraged. OpenFit has changed the way I work out, and texting my code COCKTALES to 303030, you can join me on a fitness journey personalized just for you. Right now, during the OpenFit 30-day challenge, our listeners get a special extended 30-day free trial membership to OpenFit when you text COCKTALES to 303030. You will get full access to OpenFit, all of the workouts and nutrition information, totally free. Again, just text COCKTALES to 303030. Standard message and data rates may apply. Even if you wear perfume every day, here's something you might not think about. What's actually in it? I've never considered it, but that's why I was so excited about Floor. They make stunning, non-toxic perfumes and list all of their ingredients online. You get a good scent made with clean ingredients, and the sample process is just plain fun. For luxurious perfume that's all about good, clean fun, try Floor. That's PHLUR. First, you get to know each of Floor's scents with pictures, words, and even playlists on their sites. Then, you actually try them on your own skin and see how it works for your life. It's something that a lot of people don't consider, but your own personal scent mixed with the Floor scent is going to make its own unique smell. So a perfume could smell one way on me, and it's going to smell totally different on you. So every scent you get to try, and you get to see what works best for you. It's super personalized. Floor's world-class perfumers are scent artists, and these perfumes are their masterworks. Every Floor scent is gender-free. The best part, Floor is a completely transparent fragrance company. They tell you every ingredient in their perfumes and why it's there. My favorite was SC59. I just love the way the scent smells on my body. And at first, honestly, I smelled it and I was like, it's a little too spicy for me. But then when I put it on, it was a totally different scent than just smelling it in the air. So I love it. I loved the sampling process. I thought it was really cool that I got to try them out. I think that it's also really cool that you know what's in the floor fragrance, because I didn't realize this either. I'm allergic to a lot more things than I realized, and there were certain perfumes that were breaking out my chest and neck area. I haven't had that problem with floor, and it's probably because the ingredients are clean. I know what I'm spraying on my body. Here at Cocktails, we actually got to put together our own floor sample set filled with our favorite scents. So if you're not sure where to start, make sure you check that out. Just go to floor.com/cocktails. That's PHLUR.com/COCKTALES today to check out our curated sample set and get 20% off your first custom floor sample set. That's floor.com/cocktails to get your first 3 floor fragrances.
All right. So here's my thing, right? I'm all for catering to the women, right? Or to the women that I'm talking to, or, whoever it is, right? Taking on dates, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
That's what catering is, taking on dates?
Right. No. I'm saying if you're
asking.
If you're dating, no, catering could be making sure your girl's cool, making sure that she's financially straight, making sure
happy.
She's happy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Bringing flowers every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
I like peonies. Peonies.
Yeah. So whatever it is, that's catering, right? In my eyes. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, right? This is my logic, right? If a girl comes up to you and a woman comes up to you and she's like, "Oh my God, you're so fine, blah, blah, blah. Can I get your number? Let's talk." That means what? That she bagged me, right? So with that being said, that means she just take me on a date. I'm convinced.
Why
right?
though?
She takes me on a date, and then after that, I'm like, because at that point, I became the one getting got. So I need to be taken on a date, and then after that, if I still like her, then I take her on another date, and then one after that. But I'm being bagged.
Okay, so let's just play.
You feel that? You feel that? Don't you? You feel that? You feel that? Thank
let's
you.
just play.
Rashawn, do you really feel that, or are you just
that?
saying that?
You feel that?
You know what's so funny?
Okay, so now
today
it's
I was
quality, right?
You know, I always overanalyze shit. Today I said, what possibilities could he come up with so I can have my rebuttals ready? Bitch, don't get too drunk before the show so you can be ready. And I knew you was gonna say some shit like that, so I thought about it, and I kind of get it. Contrary to what
I kind of actually do get it too.
I kind of get it, but again, that's also not my life. I'm not doing that. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe that is something that they do. That's not a part of me. But okay, let's say this girl does bag you. And she does take you on a date. There's no complaints. There's no questions about it. It's like, bitch, I get it. This is what I do all the time. I bag niggas every day. I take niggas out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Day. What's
and when
up?
I get my bonus check, I take them out on the weekends too. And I'm not going to be shamed, right? Okay, so she takes you out and she takes you on a great date.
Right.
A really nice date. An expensive date. I don't need the Twitter niggas coming for it. It's over $200. She spends her money on you. You get what you want. Even better, not a chain. She doesn't take you to a chain restaurant. She takes you somewhere better. And she takes you to Marcel's, a classy-based restaurant. Like, nigga, get dressed up. Right. Put on your good shoes.
She buys you an outfit.
Okay.
Damn, she bought me
She
an outfit
show up.
too?
She didn't buy
the
you
Uber truck.
Where's she at?
Okay, she sent the black card for you. Like, I'm not gonna pick you up because I don't need you to. I don't want you to think I'm crazy, so I don't want you to think I know where you live. But I'll order the Uber. I'm not gonna pick you up.
The black truck.
The black truck.
Damn, what the fuck? Go ahead, continue.
Okay, so y'all
She
get
doesn't exist.
I'm listening.
First of all,
I'm all ears.
Bitch, this is a fairy tale, but I'm just using this for the sake of the story.
Fellas,
so,
please.
Y'all go to Marcel's. Y'all have a great dinner. She gives you a hug. She's unsure about the kiss, so she leaves it without a kiss, and you go home. And now you wondering, like, why the bitch ain't kiss me? Shouldn't have spent all this money, right? I'm going to take her on a date. Where are you taking her?
You know what? I'm not even going to take her out to eat. I'm going to be something fun, right? I like fun shit.
Like
right?
what?
Because at that point, she already topped the dinner, so I can't. There's not too much I can top unless I take it to that shit that's spinning in the air. What's that shit called?
The Westin.
There you go. When the shit's spinning in the air and you eating food, then maybe I might be close, but there's not too much you could top after that. correct? So at that point, you got
it's plenty.
But
go ahead.
Medinah is a really great.
There's other places to eat,
lots of
but if you're top, if the
You don't want to eat. You want to go do something.
No. Listen, if the girl's buying you a suit and getting you a black Uber, at that point,
We just got married.
At that point, you became the bitch. So you have to.
You did.
Yeah,
Because that's how I would treat you. If that was me taking a. Like, I own you.
But I'm not gonna say no because I got bagged, right? I'm gonna take all that free food, just like the girl takes the free food from the nigga.
So you're saying
I'm taking that free meal. Do you feel that?
Okay, so you went on the date, but I'm still confused about what you're doing for her. Because you said that you would take her on a date. We jump backwards. Let's go forward.
So with that being said, right? Mm-hmm. At that point, I gotta do something creative. I gotta dig in my bag of whatever, right? And I have to think. So that might be. Shit, we might get a hot air balloon and drink some wine.
Or die.
Right? Why would you die in a hot air balloon?
Because have you heard about all the different articles about the hot air balloons and then they crash because you really don't have control and then the people died? All 15 of the people died.
First of all.
Very dangerous.
First of all, I'm pretty sure. How many times have you ever heard of a hot air balloon crashing?
Most of them crash.
Whatever. It's an example.
Okay,
My God.
Sorry. So
hot air balloon is cool. Nothing wrong with that. Keep going.
It's very romantic.
So you take her on the hot air balloon.
Whatever the fucking date is, it has to be upgraded from the food because at that point I became the buffer. You know what a buffer is?
What?
A buffer is a bitch that just gets smashed and you take her out to eat and whatever. Right? So then
that's a buffer? Is that a New York term?
No, that's a buffer. You're a buffer.
Have you heard of that before? Me neither.
You know,
what is it a buffer for?
Matter of fact, buffers.
It doesn't make sense.
Have you ever been a buffer?
No.
No. Buffers are on pornos.
It's a category?
Buffers are on pornos.
Let me add that to my list. Maybe that'll be weird sex next week because I feel like y'all don't know what buffers are either.
You know what a buffer
I've never
is, right?
heard that.
A buffer. Buffers are on pornos to keep the niggas dick hard in between scenes.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
That makes so much sense.
So how is she making you hard?
It's like, you know, huh?
Like, okay, so in real life, when you have a buffer and you take her out to eat, you just take her to cheap places like American Deli or
like Chili's?
Yeah, like, ew, that's too much.
Cheesecake Factory?
Chili's is too much?
Cheesecake Factory, that's like, okay, that tops it off. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love their avocado egg rolls.
Cheesecake Factory is terrible. But that's not the here nor there.
But I am just astonished. Keep going.
Okay, but all right, back to the date.
Okay.
Like I said, it's something.
Hot air balloon.
That's just an example. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but let's say the date was good. This isn't a buffer.
You might have to go to.
Would you feel nervous to take her on a date if you
wine
did?
on a roller coaster? Ain't nobody doing that shit.
But you gotta top the shit that she did for you. That's what.
Let's be real.
I mean, I feel like it would be hard to top. I feel like that is it behooves you to just go ahead and take the bitch on the date first.
If I got bagged, You're
really
cool.
standing by that.
If I got bagged, I would be cool taking the first. I don't feel bad. I want the free meal. I want to talk and have fun. I don't feel bad about taking. I don't feel bad for getting an Uber that the girl bought. The clothes might be too much because I'm fly. Mm-hmm. So
you are fly.
But what if she bought nice clothes? Like she had really good taste. Maybe she's a stylist for men.
But what's good taste? Like what is that?
Like it's your taste. Like y'all got the same taste in men's clothes, and she just want to trick off and buy you some stuff. Are you accepting it? It's the stuff that you want to buy, but it's like okay, I can't just buy everything at once. I should probably spread this out.
So is it like off-white type shit?
Whatever you like. I don't know what you like.
I am taking from this and what I really want to know. You know how like women want to be tricked off on, whether it's an actual trick or if it's just like your dude who you actually do care about and you just want him to like spend some time, spend some money. It feels really great. Men want that too. Mm-hmm. That's 100%. What you're saying.
Yeah. Why can't the dude be the girl for a day or two or for a week? Mm-hmm. Right?
Why can't I feel like he's saying
I heard him.
Listen, with all this, like we live.
Y'all want to be spoiled too.
Listen, we live in a time of
by a stranger.
We live in a time of.
Bitch, I want to be spoiled by a motherfucking stranger.
But we're talking about the men, not the women.
Okay, so we live in a time of like of social media, and everyone's getting influenced by other people for certain things, right? So why can't in this time, right, it be switched for a little bit of the woman taking the man out for whatever that is. You know what turns me on? This happened a few times with me. We go out to eat, right? Whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And the girl's like, I got it. I pay for it. I'm like, damn.
Why does that turn you on? That's the part that I want to know. Why does that turn you on?
And why do you just want that date? Is it hard? Like, can you talk about that? Because I think that's the part that dudes skip. Like, y'all don't want to talk about how expensive it gets to date all of the women that you try to juggle, even when you try to pretend like it's just one.
I don't juggle shit.
Okay, you may not. It sounds like you juggle the women who want to take you out. And that's fine, because it's cool if you can get that. That's great. But when guys are dating multiple women, I can only imagine how expensive that must be.
That's probably really expensive.
But guys don't want to talk about that. It's always like, let's turn it around on the women. Y'all should be doing this for us. And it's like, well, no, just say what it really is. The shit is expensive. You try to spend the money, but you want to go out with multiple women, and you just wish it was a little bit more fair. You wish it was a little bit more of an even playing field, or whatever the case may be. And maybe that's not how you feel.
Or
but I'm
is
just
it that
curious.
you just want that type of attention?
You know what? I've had one girl. It's only one girl that I've known that was like multiple times we go out to eat, and I felt uncomfortable after actually, but it was to the point where it's like, I got it. So
she said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3, 4 times. I'm like, So that made me think like,
Did you
all
have
right,
sex
she
with
got
her?
multiple niggas, huh?
Did
no,
you have
we never fucked.
Okay.
Never had sex, right? No fucking. It's just dates. So, so that made me feel like, okay, she got a few different niggas. You know what I'm saying? But it also was a turn on because it's like, I don't ever get that because the woman automatically expects you to pay for everything that they have going on, whether that's picking them up, the date,
Rent.
we're at the gas station. Can you give me some water inside? To fucking anything, right?
But are you saying there's something wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. That's how we grew up. That's what society knows best.
It's tradition.
It's tradition, right? It's like you being born and you automatically get taught religion. That's the only thing you know. So it's what you know, right? But when it's reversal, it's like, oh, this is some new shit. I kind of like this. You know what I'm saying? You're automatically taught from birth that the man takes care of the woman, right? Which is cool because ultimately the woman is not capable of doing some things that men are doing, and obviously vice versa. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
You're just saying every once in a while you want your woman to do what men do.
He said he liked it from the beginning, even when that wasn't his woman.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it doesn't have
We're
to
not
be
judging
his
you.
woman.
We're just trying to understand.
No,
it.
I'm just saying, like, it feels good to be
It's
like,
not
yo,
about being a woman.
It feels good to be like, yo, I got this. You know, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You took me out or whatever it is, or whatever the case may be, but I pay for it. Mm-hmm. That's some cool shit. I don't know, not one nigga on this planet that's like, you know what? Nah. You know what? I even say, you know what? I got it. Don't worry about it. She's like, nah, put your water away. She threw my shit back in my face. I'm like, oh. And she paid for the food.
I know a lot of men that are not comfortable with that situation, but everybody is different.
I wasn't comfortable with it. I'm saying, but it was flattering. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but when she did it, did you let her pay, or were you like, no, I got
fucking
it?
right.
Was it just flattering?
I'm gonna say.
So what do you mean you weren't comfortable with it?
Here's my thing. I'm like, I got it. No, I got it. Are you sure? You get one. Are you sure? Maybe 2.
I'm
Are
not
you
doing
sure?
that shit. If I offer to pay, you better let me pay because that's it. And you say, no, I got it. Okay, thanks.
But here's the thing.
And that's it. Like, I'm not going back and forth with you
it.
about it. I'm not going back and forth with you, niggas. I'm not. Like, if I want to do it out of the kindness of my heart, I might. And that had to be, you took me on some bomb-ass dates. And I really feel like you're a great guy. And, like, it's not that expensive. So I got it. But I'm not gonna go back and forth. So you go back and forth with the girl, and then she's insistent. So you let her do it.
Yeah. So, but as me being the man, and that this is what you're supposed to do, I'm like, no, I take care of it. Mm-hmm. But since she was so like, I got it, cool. You know what I'm saying?
You got it.
And plus, it was a good conversation. Like,
what happened after the date?
Huh?
What happened after the date? Like, after she paid, after y'all closed out at wherever you were, did you guys leave together and go somewhere else? Did you guys go fuck? Did you guys go your separate ways? No, we never had sex.
I think the one time she did pay, she paid for food twice, right? The one time she did pay, she had to go back to work, right? So she was like,
it was a lunch date?
Lunch date.
That's cute.
A little lunch date,
Have
right?
a good little
Mexican restaurant, mojito, pina colada.
Do you go on a lot of dates?
No, I don't. I'm very picky. Mm-hmm. I keep it to myself. if y'all seen on my Instagram, I was at the movies by myself, and I ate breakfast by myself recently.
Oh.
But that's not.
Do you usually eat breakfast with somebody else?
No, I eat by myself.
I just thought you didn't have time.
So with that being said,
Moving right along. Okay.
Because you're talking about they don't have time, but you're on breakfast dates and movie dates by yourself.
With that being said,
So what happened after the date? After that part of the date?
What happened? We went out. She went back to work, and I did whatever I did for the rest of my day.
So y'all never had sex in the course of you guys knowing each
That's
other.
what made this shit great, because she just paid for the fucking date like
She
twice.
paid multiple times.
Maybe that was a fantasy of hers.
and she didn't
Maybe
even-
she was like, I
she
want to go and I want to trick off on some niggas.
She got no dick, which is great. You know what I'm saying?
Is that really great?
But
Well, bitch, if you're watching or listening to the show, can you please write us in a cocktail? Because I'm interested to know your side of the story. What was going on in your head, sis? Because I'm just curious. Not that anything's wrong with what you're doing.
that's great.
do
That's-
your thing.
Do
Whatever
you?
works for
but I'm
you,
just
do
curious
that.
to know what's got to be going on in your head. Because I'm going to be honest. If I paid for 2 dates, I'm getting my pussy ate. I'm getting my ass ate. If I want my fucking toes sucked, you better suck them. Like, I want some nasty ass sex, and I'm not going home.
I feel like if
Why would go
I
home
paid
without
for 2 dates, we're in love and I want a wedding ring, honestly.
And I still want some sex.
And I needs to be princess cut, Tiffany size 7.5. Actually, not 7.5. I went and got my ring finger measured, and it's 6 3/4.
So you see how this sounds? Look,
Yeah,
look,
I went
look.
to Tiffany's the other day to get my necklace clean, and I was like, "Can I just go ahead and like get my ring finger size?" I thought I had a 7.5, and it's a 6 3/4. So if I take you out on 2 dates, I'm thinking that now I should probably start planning a wedding.
So here's the thing. I have a question to you.
I'm not planning no wedding if I ain't
I am.
tasted the dick.
I have a question, right?
I feel like if I'm just like I didn't get the dick and we didn't do
I'm
anything,
also
and
not
I'm paying for
dick.
dates, I love you, and I know that, and God said that you are my man, and so we need to get married.
So I have a question, right?
What?
Does 2 dates equal all of that, but the man has to pay for everything else?
Yeah,
So the man
everything-
pays
What
for
is
bills,
everything
food,
else?
kids
Well, listen.
that they don't. That's probably not theirs.
First of all,
fucking
I don't
clothes,
have kids.
gas, whatever else.
shoes.
But them 2 days equals marriage. That you pay for them 2 days equals fucking
you,
marriage,
I'm
and
stealing
ass
that. I'm
ate,
stealing that.
and fucking get my hair done.
Yeah,
Let's
and,
be real.
And you
When
got
I meet a
fucking
guy,
pop lock
Let's
together.
talk about
No.
everything that I'm going to go through during our relationship, which is you probably cheating. You're not going to be emotionally open. You're going to give me a hard-ass time to even get to know you. I got to deal with your goddamn family. There's a lot of things that I have to deal with.
Man, look.
And on top of all of that, I don't have fucking kids. I'm not asking you to pay my rent. I'm not asking you to do all of these extracurricular things. I was simply talking about paying for a date that I thought you were pursuing me. I thought that you would take me out somewhere because you said you wanted to go and you
So
said
maybe
you were gonna
that's
do
the
these
real
things.
question.
That's the
Women don't
problem.
understand, like, because I feel like with traditions, with our parents, the men were pursuing women.
Right.
And now it seems like since we're so, like, gung-ho to talk about it, and now women are just like, this is what you need to do. Y'all, like, the men don't really want to pursue that. They're just like, I don't really have to do that.
Nah, I mean,
Fuck that. I don't need that man.
I totally agree with, like, chivalry is not dead,
that
right? I'm not saying.
Are you sure?
I'm not saying chivalry is dead, but what I am saying for my men that are listening, that it's okay to feel like you're wanted by a woman every now and then, and that it's cool for them to say, "Hey, I'll pay for it." That's nigga. That's all niggas want. Niggas want that woman to be like, "Hey, I got you, babe. I'll pay for this date." That's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That shit never happens. Never happens. Out of my old
So
relationship,
you're just saying
You know
it
what?
should happen more.
I wouldn't mind it, but
It's
I'm
a
not.
lot of shit niggas don't do.
Y'all listen.
Like, eat booty.
Wow.
Eat some booty.
Like, be real all the time. Is that
or
so
be
hard?
honest.
You know?
So y'all got the wrong niggas then. That's what it sounds like.
I don't have the wrong niggas.
I mean, I don't deal with the niggas who's doing the stuff that you're talking about because that's just too much. It's making my head hurt. I'm just confused.
Are you dating anyone now? What's your relationship status?
Listen, I am single as
Are you
fuck.
single and ready to mingle?
I'm maybe not mingle because I'm career focused. You know what I'm saying?
I can
But-
tell because you never have time to hang out.
Yeah, I have time. I just choose to put it towards my career. I feel like this is the time you grind it out, and then you focus on something else when you made it to where you get supposed to be. You know?
That's attractive. That is actually attractive.
You can't be juggling a bunch of shit around at the same time. You're not gonna be able to do what you got to do.
So then, like,
That's true.
with that being said, you're focused on your career right now. So if you do want to date, are you just saying like you're just not dating at all? Or if you do want to date someone, how are you approaching women? Like, are you meeting them at the parties that you DJ at? Are you meeting them at Whole Foods or like the gas station? Like, are you obviously, like, I feel like your needs have to be met.
Yeah,
so, like,
I mean, by all means, but I think with anybody, people have to get into a certain headspace to be focused, right? Like, I don't know how my other guys are out there, but with me, I don't give a fuck. None of that. Sex ain't shit to me, right? I could get it. This is gonna sound OD cocky, but I could get sex whenever, right? Mm-hmm. But that's not really my focus. Because then, if you chase your dream, you chase your career, then everything else will chase you. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So, if with that being said, then I'll find my whoever when that time is.
So you don't approach women.
The time, huh?
You don't approach women.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. What would make you jump? It seems like that's not in your comfort zone. What would make you jump out of your comfort zone and approach a woman and really like pursue her the old school way?
I think
anything, or do you think like just maybe once you get to like a milestone in your career that you're working really hard towards? Do you think maybe once you get there, then it's like, okay, I feel a little bit more comfortable to explore my personal life more? Mm-hmm. I'm asking.
One more time. Like,
okay, so what would make you pursue a woman in like the old school way? Like, you approach her, you take her out on a date, like you really try and court her.
You don't care
pay
about
for stuff. You don't let her pay
for
shit.
what.
I think everything comes with time, right? There's no specific time on finding love, right? There's no.
No, but that's not the question. The question is what would make you be like.
And so I asked. Is it because, like you just mentioned, you're really working hard on your career, and I totally respect that. So do you feel like once you reach a milestone in your career that you're working really hard towards right now, that it's like, okay, I feel more comfortable to kind of let off
portion of your life
on career, and I have more time for my personal life because I've had all of these accomplishments?
I mean, that could be now. You know what I'm saying? It's all.
You are acting like a politician right now.
Damn,
that is not an answer.
I'm giving y'all some good ass answers.
That's not a good answer.
Because you're not answering us straight.
The question that's being
like
answered
it's an interrogation.
Everybody gets to a point in their life when they're like, look, I have neglected this portion of my life. I got bad bitches coming after me. They have their lives together, and I'm not paying attention to them because I'm focused on my career.
And because bitches are taking me on dates, I don't have to pay. I don't want to pay. Why would I pay?
And I still don't have what I want. And I see
when
this
the
one
buck runs
woman.
Out, when I'm ugly,
it.
when my nose gets busted, that's when I'll pursue a woman.
Who is
because then I
Dream
have
Girl?
To try.
What does Dream Girl look like to you? That'll be like, I'm trying to be in love, and I want you, and I'm gonna do what I need to do to have you. What does that look like? That's the question.
All this pressure is intense. Do you feel this?
Because I got really frustrated. We both got really frustrated. And
because
Medinah had way more
patience. The air is thin in here. Do you feel this? My God.
Because listen, like I was with you on the career thing. Like I want to work hard. I want to reach a certain place. I don't have time to be worried about these silly bitches.
Point.
I get it. I totally get that
And you
part.
don't take time
but
to like.
When you can't give a straight answer as to when you could ever, and maybe you never want to. And if you never
want to.
Well, and if you don't want to, say that. But if you do want to, tell the truth. Or say you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Then say that. Because you don't know. You
I really don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real. Right?
Oh shit, I'm hot.
Right. It's this Kirkland.
I wasn't even drinking that shit. I was drinking before I came here. I told you I went to the Beverly.
This Kirkland tequila silver.
I had Casamigos, and that shit has me hot. Okay.
Kirkland signature.
You're not about to disrespect the Kirkland's tequila. If y'all got a motherfucking problem with the alcohol we're drinking, sponsor. Hit up the realest little dude who I've been hitting up and tell him to sponsor some bitches.
Yeah. So back to our question.
What does Dream Girl look like?
I mean, you said you don't know. That's the answer. Okay, that question. Yeah, what does she look like?
What does Dream Girl look like? Because obviously not Medinah Monroe.
I didn't say that either. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really like a person to be like, yo, I need this and that. Because then you're never really going to find who your true love will actually be.
You are somebody really cool. I feel like before you came here, you went to a public relations tutoring session.
Media training?
Yeah, that's what it is. Media training. You were like, I'm going on this sex show. They going to ask me shit, and I don't know what to say.
First of all, y'all understand I have half a brain, right? I'm not like this dumbass DJ that y'all like.
I don't think you're a dumbass DJ.
So with that being said,
I don't even go after DJ, so I don't know what you're saying.
My answers are pretty good.
No, you're giving beat around the bush answers.
These are great.
I think that your answers will definitely get the people going because they're going on the internet already. But I really just want straight answers from you, and I feel like you're trying to say things that aren't all the way real. I don't know who you're trying to protect in this moment. But it's like, just answer how you feel.
Ask a question. I'm gonna be 100% real with you.
Okay,
another one.
This is what
another one. Another one.
Dang.
Okay, something you wrote down was,
what are your thoughts on hot girl summer mentality?
No, I was about to ask about the number of women dating at one time.
That's good.
Yeah, so do you feel like there's ever too many women that you can be dating at one time? Do you have a cap, or is it just like, come on, hop on the boat?
When your pockets get low, that's when it's too many. When you realize, damn, I'm spending all this money on these fucking dates, and I'm broke as shit. That's when you realize it's too many.
Somebody on the live said, how much money do you need a month from a woman? Like, I don't know if she's trying to like throw it to you, so you might want to.
First of all, what's her Instagram name?
Hey, I'm T.O.
How much would you like?
You feel me?
How much would you like? That's what she's asking.
I don't want anything.
You don't want anything?
Look,
I mean, it could have just been a free gift.
This is what y'all feel to realize.
Because when the niggas ask me, I tell them.
This is what y'all feel to realize.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
This is what you feel. At the end of the day, I'm still a man, so I'm still gonna provide. But what I'm trying to
you're trying to say is
maybe I misconstrued what I said.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is it's for us men, it's okay for us to accept some shit every now and then. Like, I'm cool with accepting I'm accepting a date or accepting like, damn, I want a t-shirt, or can I go, hey, let me be the female for a second. Hey, can you pay my phone bill for this month? Or
do a lot of women really say that to you though?
Can you give me some rent money?
Do they really say that
that are actually doing that to
That's
me.
100%
It's not
fact.
a problem. It's like they are doing that.
That's a fact. You know how many women ask me, can you pay my phone bill? No,
what
bitch.
do those men do?
For their careers?
No, when they say that.
They either do it or they say no. Remember when I asked a nigga to buy me the couch and he blocked my number? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I have actually been in that position before. Bitches do that shit. Like, I feel like, and it doesn't even like take long. It's like, you go on a date. It's been something that I've even been battling with.
You hear
Are
that?
we asking for too much?
Okay, so when somebody asks you for something, let me ask you this. Do you feel like that woman is not genuinely interested in me? She's just trying to get something, and do you think that's why you put that wall up?
100%.
Okay.
That
totally makes sense to me if she's asking you for stuff early on. Okay, I feel you on that. I can agree with you.
Because you have to understand the position I am too. Like, I'm not just a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I was just a regular nigga, then it might be a different story. But then I gotta look at, hey, I'm in the industry, right? I'm a DJ. I know a lot of people. So then I'm automatically, as soon as you ask me for some shit too early in the game, then it's like,
what's too early?
What is too early? Let's talk about that.
Early is the first fucking week and a half or 2 weeks I'm talking to you, like, hey,
what if you go on 10 dates?
I need this couch.
Have you had that happen?
Yes, 100%. I had women ask me, hey, so I need to pay my phone bill, bitch. I'm so used to it. It happens so many times that I just okay, whatever. I just don't talk to them no more.
I just feel like it's when men say stuff like that, it's so hard because like then if you really start dating let's say like someone listens to this show and they hear you say that. Let's say you meet that person, you don't know they listen to this show, they listen to that show, you start dating them for a while and then they never want to ask you for help. Sometimes I feel like it's okay when you're dating someone, if you guys connect on a certain level, that kind of stuff makes people not want to ask you for help. And then we also live in this time zone of people are like, oh, I want to support everybody and I'm trying to help you. But people don't ever want to help like who they're romantically involved with. And I don't understand that shit. You want to lay down with me. You want to fuck me raw, but you don't want to help me with shit?
But sometimes you know what help is and you know what you want women trying to get shit out of you.
Are you sure you know?
What's the difference?
100%.
What's the difference to you?
If a girl is like, hey, can you get me a job at this club or that club? They want something out of you. Hey.
That sounds like they want help because they're trying to work.
Okay, they're trying to work, but why is that?
But why
is that
can't you just be like, I got you?
But I met you, so I really need a job, and I'm trying not to ask you to pay for my phone bill. I'm trying to ask you to get me a job so that I can pay my own damn phone bill. But that's what I would imagine.
But there's women that would rather talk to you and fuck you to get something out of you, right?
But are you this is what gets on my nerves with men. Are you now just categorizing every woman like that?
No,
and that's
all.
like,
you can't.
To me, I look at it like with homeless people. Not that I'm saying like women are like homeless people, but with homeless people, I don't like when I see a homeless person, they ask for money and I'm with friends and like, don't give them money. You don't know what they're going to do with that money. They're going to buy some drugs. I don't know what they're going to do with that money, but I know where my heart is. And if I can help somebody, I would like to help you. So that's just where I'm at. It's not like now I just put everybody in this box. It's like, you asking me for help. Friends is asking me for help. And y'all just all trying to use me. That's not what's happening. My heart is in the right place. And I hope that I can help you get somewhere better than where you're at. Because obviously, if you're asking me to pay your phone bill, you need some goddamn help, bitch. You broke.
Think about it like this, right? Think about you if you're in a position. I'm not gonna say me, but with any man that's in like has a little bit of power. Think about how many women come to him trying to get something out of him for anything. There might not even be money. It might be anything. Hey, can I get a shot? Hey, can I do this? Can I get some food? I have no money right now. Think about how many women actually do that. So on my level, I'm not saying I'm that lit, but it happens a lot. Mm-hmm. So then you don't really know who likes you for you, right? So then you get in the position of like, damn, what do you want out of me, right?
Do you think that every woman you deal with, you want her for her? Or do you think sometimes you just think she's beautiful and you want to fuck?
There's sometimes I really like the person. There's sometimes I don't really ask to fuck. I don't want to do nothing.
But sometimes you do just want whatever is surface level.
100%. I'm still a man at the end of the day.
So is it not okay for women to feel that way sometimes?
100%.
Okay.
But then if that's the case, then we just fucking. Don't ask me for shit. Mm-hmm. Right? Don't ask me for nothing.
Why can't they try their luck?
I mean, they're obviously trying, and they just not lucky.
If you just want some Diz Nah Yee, then that's all you're going to get is the Diz Nah Yee. That's it.
Well, they want more, but they will settle for that, I guess, if they gave you that before they got something more.
I have a question. How do you think, are your parents still together, first of all? Mine are. Kiki's aren't. But how do you feel like your parents would deal with dating in today's world? I feel like my mom would be very sad and ashamed that this is what dating has come to. Like a debate of who's paying for what. Men don't walk on the side of the street. Bitches is about to get hit by cars. They're not pulling chairs out. They don't open car doors. And that's like a norm. That's like a norm. If you ask a nigga who does not open your car door to open your door, he's like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't even deserve it. My mom would be pissed.
Somebody said that to you?
No one has said that to me, but I've heard stories. But I've been on multiple dates, more so than not, for a nigga to not open my door. That's a norm.
But for him to say you don't even deserve it, that's what was like, whoa.
No, I'm saying I feel like a lot of the times that's where, if you are not doing that, I feel like that's how men think now. They might not voice it, but it's like you didn't open the door. So obviously you don't do that shit, and you don't think that women need to get their doors opened. That's what I think. Because you didn't do it. There are some men that are just like,
they think that you deserve it.
Why didn't you do it?
Because sometimes I don't think that that's a thought for everyone. Everybody doesn't think about that. Like some things I may think that somebody feels like I don't deserve something, but it's just not a thought. Not that that's okay, but I don't think that I don't think that the thought of a man who doesn't open a door for somebody is always, this person doesn't deserve it. I think sometimes it's simply not a thought. To answer your question, though, about how our parents would feel about dating in this day and age, my mother and my father, they're not together, like you said. My dad dates. He complains a lot about dating. He actually texted me this weekend, and he was saying that he was taking a woman on a date. She wanted to meet him. They set a time. She disrespected his time. She was over an hour late. I told him, because he called me, and I wasn't feeling well, so I was texting him, but he was, at that point, it was 30 minutes. She was 30 minutes late. I was like, you should just leave. You have an attitude. You're upset. Like, he sent me a picture of how he was looking. I said, ooh, you look big mad. You should just go. And he was like, at this point, I don't want to have date conversation. Like, this is a first date, whatever. And I was like, just leave. That's the part I don't get. When you're so mad that somebody does something, whatever you feel like is disrespectful to you, like somebody disrespects your time, or maybe you feel like they're disrespecting you,
go.
Just leave. Don't do the date. Don't stay there and have an attitude, because then it's like, okay, now you're being the name I don't want to use.
Unless you're really looking for love, and then I get it, because love is patient.
But you would be patient in that moment if you were. And if you're not going to be able to be patient, if you can't maintain your cool, if you can't move past it, then you need to go. You don't need to be on a date because now you're just trying to chastise a grown-ass person and you got to go. Second, my mother. Okay, my mom is just
wait,
like,
did she ever show up?
She showed up. She was over an hour late.
Are they cool?
No, they're not cool.
Okay.
He had an attitude. He said he bitched the whole fucking time. And I was like, you should have just went home. Why did you do that, bro?
I was over an hour late on a date.
Those are the ones you make you
And
pay.
then he was like, the date that I went on the night before with this other girl, she was on time. She was pleasant. She was beautiful. Everything was good. So I'll keep going on dates. Sorry, ladies, if you're listening. I told him to stop telling everybody to watch the show. So now you know about each other. But whatever.
That's
fuck
when
it.
you go
so
Dutch.
You
go Dutch that date.
Well, I'm American. I don't bother with that shit.
You
but anyway,
we going Dutch.
I don't show up an hour late.
Left.
You should have left.
Going Dutch.
Yeah,
you
you're
know
right.
what I went through.
I agree.
Take that black ass home. You're
I
still
agree.
paying for the date.
I will say, he said that when she showed up to the date, she didn't even apologize or say anything about being late. Now, if
People are taking hot girl summer out of control. I'm not gonna lie.
well, these bitches is 50
They're taking
plus.
it out of
They
control.
better chill
Hot
the
girl
fuck
summer
out.
has gone too far. We got
It's
bitches.
hot flash summer for those ladies. They're old. I just feel like if I showed up for a date that fucking late, I'm going to have at least enough courtesy to apologize and have a real explanation.
Get a
Right.
dick suck.
Or
I
something.
need a dick suck.
You need a dick suck at the table?
I was an
At the
hour
table.
late on a date one time, and I told the dude, I said, "You seem like you really have an attitude,
I would
and if you
too.
don't want," and I get it, but I still was an hour late, and you did wait, so obviously we're still continuing this date, and I'm not going to sit here and deal with your attitude. I apologize, and you're not going to sit here and have an attitude with me.
You paying for the
though,
meal
so
and we
you need to go
fucking.
home. No, what?
What the fuck?
Look, I'm joking. Just joking.
all, you wasn't joking.
You weren't joking. You were dead ass serious.
Damn.
You get on my nerves.
Dutch as fuck.
Well,
But okay, I'm sorry, I didn't answer the other part. My mom. What do you think your dad would say? You didn't say. You only said your mom.
No, I think my dad would be really confused on the whole, I'm not going to lie, with the whole paying for everything. I think my dad would be like, well, wait,
Why?
I'm paying for everything? Like, I really do think my dad would be like that. And he's a great man, but he would not, I think he would be like DJ PForReal. He'd be like, well, you need to pay every now and then.
I don't think my daddy cares about the paying for stuff. He always pays for everything. I think I told y'all about that on the episode me and Medinah did with just us. But he's very hard on women, I think. And he doesn't, I feel like in his moment of bitching and complaining through his date, he still expected his date to be pleasant. Baby, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. I can be late, but if you're going to be having an attitude, we can both have an attitude. And we can both get ugly. And I told him he should have gone home. Now, my mama, that's a different story. She's just like, fuck this shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. This is crazy. The men, they want to be courted all the time. I don't get it. They don't want to take women on dates. They don't want to try. They don't want to put forth effort. But then she tells my brother, you need to tell the girls, I'm not your boyfriend. We just friends because the girls will use you. You got to watch them. They be still and listen to the city girls. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's mixed signals.
Oh my God.
We don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what
too
we're
much.
doing. What I do know is I do need my doors opened, and you are paying for these dates. I'm not going to rush you into paying the bills, but I do like to be courted. It feels amazing, and I feel like I'm worth it, and I feel like I'm going to give you the amount of love and time and attention that you need, and so I just deserve it. And there's everybody for somebody. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat, rocks it. I guess we'll just move on to Indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, Diane. So, what cute little date idea do you have for us this week?
Hey, ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. I'm back and I'm better.
Well, girl, you never left us.
I know, but I just feel like a better person. So listen here. There's a place in Buckhead. Lately we've really just been loving the Buckhead spots. People have money. It's fun. You can get bottomless mimosas, and then you don't gotta give up your bottom to get the...
Girl, what are you talking about?
Never mind. So listen, there's this place. It's called Corner Cafe. This place is amazing. I love it for a Sunday brunch. Sunday after church, you're gonna have a long wait, so maybe make a reservation. But listen, the wait is worth it, ladies. Go here on a cute date. Go here with someone that loves conversation. Go here with someone that's family-oriented. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has some little tots, and he has to bring them along because it's his weekend. And even though you don't like them, this sounds personal. All right, ladies, so it's called Corner Cafe. Here's the address. Oh, and let me let you know, they have a variety of breakfast, brunch, lunch. You're gonna love it. Soups, salads, fresh bread. You're gonna love it. Here's the address. 3070 Piedmont Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 30305. Go there, check it out. They close at 3:30, so get there early with somebody that you actually like, ladies. This is not a sugar daddy spot. Thanks, ladies. Thanks, Diane. Bye.
Is there something that interferes with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? If so, BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. BetterHelp offers licensed professional counselors who are specialized in issues such as depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief, self-esteem, and more. Connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment. Anything you share is confidential, and it's so convenient. You can now get help at your own time and at your own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions, plus chat and text with your therapist. If you're not happy with your counselor, you can request a new one at any time at no additional charge. Best of all, it's a truly affordable option. And for Cocktails listeners, get 10% off your first month with discount code COCKTALES. That's COCKTALES. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/cocktails. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor you'll love. betterhelp.com/cocktails. betterhelp.com/cocktails. That's BetterHelp.com/cocktails. BetterHelp has over 4,000 U.S. licensed therapists across the country. It's available worldwide. You can communicate through text, chat, phone, and video, and you can start communicating with your counselor within 24 hours. And it's super easy to change counselors before, because getting help, you need that personal touch, and if it's not a good match, that's perfectly fine. Just let BetterHelp know, and you can change your counselor. Financial aid is also available for those who qualify, so please don't let money be a deterrent from seeking the help that can help you live a better, happier life. Remember, you can get 10% off your first month with discount code COCKTAILS. So head on over to betterhelp.com/cocktails.
And now we're back, and we are going to move on to our advice segment. And DJ PForReal, why are you called DJ PForReal? Are you like, I know what the P is, and obviously you're a DJ, but for real, like you're just like a for real.
So you asking where I got my name from?
Yeah.
Okay. Pharrell. My dad was working with Pharrell.
Oh.
And it's kind of how that happened. He goes by PForReal, and then So.
You're so cool.
Okay, so make sure that y'all send in your advice letters to Ask Cocktails, COCKTALES, not TIALS, at gmail.com, and we'll read your advice letters on the show. Maybe. We'll see. So I have one pulled up.
Is it the lesbian one? Please say
no.
Yes. Okay, I'll read the lesbian.
You can read the lesbian one. This one is about a handicapped person. Okay. Hey, ladies, love the show. Here's my ask. So I'm 30 years old, and I have a physical handicap. I have to say this because it's 90% of the reason I'm extremely picky about who I sleep with, because I'm not 100% happy with my body type, and I've gotten a little thick. Anywho, I'm attracted to the bad boy type. Of course you are. We all are, girl. Okay. Because I'm sure spoiled and don't want someone who's always going to take my sassy BS. But I was recently heartbroken by a bad boy. And before I got the pipe. Oh, damn. Before you fucked him, he broke your heart? Okay, sorry. Okay, so I gave a friend a chance. On paper, he's everything. But in the bed, it's a goddamn flop. He's chubby. His belly is bigger than my body and hard, which I think is weird as fuck. That might not be good. He's got to check his gut. It's an unhealthy gut. Okay. And his dick is a little bigger than my pinky. Whoa. But I trust him and feel comfortable with being naked around him. Also, we have amazing chemistry. One thing, though, his fat ass and my hips don't match. Every time we fuck is doggy or side, and this motherfucker comes in 3 minutes tops. He always apologizes, but what the fuck? He has never made me come. What should I do? Be a handicap hoe or try to make it work out with Mr. Shrimp Stuff? She put her IG. I don't think she wants me to say it. She did send a picture. I'll show you guys.
Their information because I'd be accidentally reading it. And it's like, just please don't.
This
put
is
it
her
there.
picture,
But
and I guess this is her handicap. Is something going on with her hip right here? Because it's like a scar. It looks like she probably got burned.
What's
and she probably
the advice?
She wants to know, should she deal with this little dick, quick coming nigga or not? That's the question. She wants to know, should she be a handicap hoe or make it out with Mr. Shrimp Stuff? That was the question.
Intense.
I'm going to say, okay, if you really... Do you like... I'm not even going to say care about, because sometimes you just like
On
somebody.
paper, he's great. It's the sex that's the problem. And his physical body, because he's fat and the hips don't match. His stomach, his belly is really big and it's hard. She's concerned. She said that in the email.
I don't know what to say, because obviously before you started fucking with him, he was big. So that part, I'm confused.
She was probably just trying to try it out. Maybe she had never been with a big guy before. She didn't know. And then she tried it out, and it was like, damn, your dick is little, your stomach's hard, it's hurting my hip. I think that you're not going to get over his physical issues.
And you need to just not.
And you should just leave him alone. I don't know. I looked at your picture. You're a beautiful girl. It looks like you had a little accident on your leg. Okay, Ann. That don't mean nothing. Like, you can get somebody else. I get that it may take a while for you to feel comfortable with somebody seeing your naked body. Turn the lights off and get drunk.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I mean, just do that. Let me know how it goes, girl. Let me know what you do. Does it work out? Or you can tell them buy some toys and just take them to the gastrointestinal doctor and figure out what's going on in that
I'm not
gut.
trying to be rude, but you also want people to accept you and what you have going on with your thigh. So if you need to dig a little deeper, you might need to dig a little deeper, because you might come across somebody that's going to need to dig a little deeper with you. Okay, this one says, am I overreacting? She says, what's good, beautiful ladies? I'm from Bmore, but currently live in Miami, where the city never sleeps. Let me start by saying the both of y'all can get it. But I especially got a thing for Kiki. I have been dating a woman with
This is a lesbian cocktail?
No.
Oh,
this is
okay.
advice.
Okay.
I have been dating a woman with 3 kids from 3 different daddies for the past 8 months. We've been friends for a year. 2 of the baby daddies lives out of state, but her last baby daddy is here in Miami with us. Let's call baby daddy number 3 James. Last week, James's childhood friend passed away, and my girlfriend felt it was her obligation to support James in a direct way. My lady and James been broken up for about over a year, and James has a 2-month-old baby with his new girl, and they live together. James has been dealing with the death of his friend pretty bad. The night he found out, my lady went to go comfort him while I was at work. I thought she stayed a few hours, but ended up staying the night. Other family and friends were there. James' girlfriend wasn't. I felt she went overboard by staying the night, but I let it slide. 2 days go by, and my lady gets a call from James's cousin at 1:40 a.m. requesting my lady come see him because he is out of control and emotional, and my lady is the only one that can calm him down. My lady's the only one that can calm him down when he gets that mad. My lady had the nerve to go, and I snapped. I'm like, where the fuck is James's lady at to support him? My girl says, I was with him for 10 years, and he's still my son's father. I don't want him to do some dumb shit like hurt himself and get arrested. We had a big argument about it because I felt she was going overboard with her support. I know she doesn't want him anymore, but I told her that she was being too extra and it was disrespectful to go see him at 1:40 a.m. when he got a girl and I am her man. Was I being immature or was she doing too much? DJ PForReal, you need to answer it because this is from a man. Is that too much? Or is he insecure?
Yeah, it sounds like he's insecure. That's what it sounds like. He sounds like he's super insecure. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know.
I think that when death happens, it's very touchy. And I'm going to say, too, that, like, I don't know how old y'all are, but I feel like at this point in my life, if I was dating someone and they had an ex who had someone die in their life and they were close, I get it. I have an ex in my life that I'm going to always support. And if I get with someone who doesn't understand that, I'll be respectful about it. It's just my situation. You're not ever going to tell me you got to stop fucking with that nigga, or if he needs me, you're not going to tell me I can't go fuck with him. And if you know me, you know that I'm loyal. And that's just that. Like, so I think that you are a little bit insecure and overreacting unless there's something you're leaving out of the story and she has cheated on you before or she has done some shit with this nigga before. I get it. But other than that, I feel like, to me, it's not a big deal. When people are loyal to people, you're loyal. And that's just, for me, that's what it is.
Okay, well, last but not least, I will say that I think that I get that they were together for a long time, and I get that this is her child's father. But if he does have somebody else in his life, sometimes you have to allow that new person to be there for them. You don't always need to be the person, especially when you're in your own relationship. And if you do want to maintain the current relationship you have, and that person feels like it's disrespectful, that's a conversation to be had. And if you guys can't figure it out, then you kind of have to, or it's just going to continue to be an issue over and over and over again. I kind of feel like she was doing a lot. I don't think it's something that's worth breaking up over, but I think that y'all need to have a real serious conversation. And she probably needs to reflect about how she feels about this person. Because, like, as you were reading it, a lot of people feel like she's still in love with him. Now, I don't know if I think she's still in love with him. I think she cares about him. She had a kid with him. I get that. They were together for a very long time. I get all of that. But I think that if you do decide to be in a new relationship, you can't just hold on to all of your old stuff and expect the person to be okay with it all of the time. Like, y'all got to talk about it and just figure out what can work for you guys. And if it can't, if he still feels disrespected and he's going to bring it up again and you can't come to a common ground, then you got to move on.
That's true.
Okay. Do you want to do another advice letter or do the cocktail?
Let's do the cocktail.
Okay. Well, it's time to move on to cocktails. So remember, if you guys have a cocktail that you would like to send in to us, any sort of sexual dating confession, whether it could be funny or embarrassing or really nasty or whatever the case may be, send it in to cocktails, COCKTALES .atl@gmail.com.
I have one pulled up.
But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuffing. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
I have one pulled up, and I have been waiting to read this cocktail. You need to be thinking about your cocktail because you're reading one. I'm just going first.
Okay.
So this subject line is not enough lesbian cocktails. I agree, girl. She said, hey, ladies, like everyone else, I feel like we're best friends in my head since I listen every week. I feel like y'all don't read enough lesbian cocktails, so I figured I would share mine. I currently live in D.C. I'm in the military, so you would think I would be dominant in the bedroom, but it's the exact opposite. I've been dating this woman for a few months now, and the sex is amazing. So, on to my cocktails. So, one night recently, she asked me if she could try anything on me. So many ideas came to mind when she said that, but I agreed. We came up with a safe word if I felt uncomfortable and got scared. Before I get into what happened, I need y'all to proofread this shit because we don't be doing it. Before we got into what happened, I need to describe our toys a little. We have a regular strap-on, this suction toy that has a vibrating, penetrative part on the other side, and we have glass dildos. So, we started kissing. Have you ever tried a glass dildo? Do you like it? It's too cold for me.
I ran it under hot water. The ones that Rated Intiman said, and he said, run it under hot water if you want it to be warm.
I gave mine away for a birthday present. So
After you used it?
I didn't use it.
Both of us.
I didn't use it. I didn't open it. I'm sorry.
Bitch, if you got a glass dildo.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, no, I didn't use it. Okay, so we started kissing. Nothing too crazy at the beginning. So then got out some handcuffs and handcuffed my hands behind my back, pushed me on the bed, and started going to work eating my pussy. She started off slow, teasing me, getting me up to a point where I was begging her to put all of me in her mouth. She eventually started licking and sucking until I finally came. At that point, she handcuffed me to a chair. I was standing up, but bent over. At this point, she started fucking me behind with the strap on. I was losing it at this point, moaning so loud, telling her to fuck me harder. She then got our riding crop whip, and I don't even know what that is, and and started whipping my ass while she fucked me. It didn't take long for me to come again. I was exhausted at this point and asked for a break, and she said, hell no. Threw me back on the bed and started fucking me again, this time using the suction toy. This toy literally blows my mind. So at this point, I can barely catch my breath. She takes the dildo out and uses the other end of the suction toy and starts going in and out extremely fast. I honestly felt like I was going to be. I've never squirted before. Me neither, girl. But I read enough to know that it's probably the sensation I was getting. So she keeps going faster and faster and faster and faster. I'm absolutely losing my shit. It gets so overwhelming. I asked her to slow down, and she went fast, and then she went faster. And then for the first time ever, I squirted. It got all in her face, in her mouth, everywhere. At this point, I was done and completely collapsed on the bed, thinking we were done. She handcuffed my hands in front of me and started slowly using one of my small glass pieces, going in and out of my vagina. She really said vagina like a grown-up. She probably real grown. I'm still recovering from squirting at this point, so I'm crazy sensitive. She then gets our small anal glass piece, lubes it up, and slowly inserts it. So I'm back to completely losing my shit again. Moaning, saying her name, Natasha. That's not even her name. I just wanted to add that in there. I ended up she put squinting, but I know you meant squirting, girl, 2 more times and coming back to back to back to back. I thought she was done, but she then instructed me to hold the suction toy on my clit. She put one glass toy in my vagina and the anal one in my ass. Y'all some real freaks here. That was the most exhilarating orgasm of my life. I was dead at this point. When I say I fell asleep so fast and slept like a baby, I slept like a motherfucking baby. Literally, best sex I've ever had with a guy or girl. Thanks for reading my cocktail. Love y'all. Don't say my name. Y'all stop putting your motherfucking names if you don't want your name. I almost said her name because she put blank. Don't say my name. Just don't put your name. Thanks, girl.
Okay, next one. I hope you've got yours brewing over there.
Who, me?
Yeah. Because after I read this one, it's your turn to tell yours.
To tell my what?
Your cocktail.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you bored?
Like 3 minutes.
No. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. I
give you so many ideas.
Maybe you've had a similar experience. Obviously, you haven't had a lesbian experience because you're a man. Yeah. But maybe with this one. Okay, so this one says, shaking my head, I drove over an hour for mediocre dick. Okay, hey, y'all. So I have an update and a very stupid cocktail about myself that just happened. I emailed y'all for advice about my friend, assuming I'm in competition with her, and how should I deal with? Update, we ain't friends. She confirmed what I was thinking all along and really tried to make it out like I was envious of her. I'm not in the brown nose business, so I had to leave her alone. Moving on. I feel you, girl. So I met this guy on a dating app, and he was my type of cute. He was tall, had a deep voice with a little bit of a country slang, big hands, and played basketball. I didn't care too much for him playing basketball, but he was in shape, and I liked that about him. But could it get any better? Boy, was I wrong. The whole time we were conversing, he was projecting this big dick energy. My ass was damn near salivating at the mouth, ready to suck a big old dick when I go see him. Fast forward to me going to see him. He sends me his address, and I'm like, this is far. She put 2 of those little questioning emojis. I drive it anyway because of the BDE. 1.5 hours later, I arrived at this country-looking ass house in a country-ass town. Why, Lord? I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt because I really wanted to know what he was working with. Okay, that's fine. Let's just say my dumb ass should have saved my gas. I didn't have an orgasm. He didn't eat me out. And he definitely didn't fuck me like I needed from that nigga. I just can't. In conclusion, I was played. So I'm sitting here after driving a total of 3 hours looking stupid and horny as hell. Thanks for reading. Signed, the dumbest bitch alive. Well, you're not the dumbest bitch alive.
I've been way dumber shit.
But
So,
I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope you had a vibrator at home waiting on you, charged up and ready to go. That's a road trip.
It happens to the best of us. Unfortunately.
So, what you got?
It's time for me.
Do you have an embarrassing one? Did you drive for some pussy and the shit was trash?
What happened?
All right. I had an experience.
Tell us all about it.
All right. So, this girl I met.
Don't leave any details out.
I'll try to remember everything verbatim. Okay. So, I had this girl I met, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying no names, but she's light-skinned, watch your complexion, Kiki, right? Maybe a little bit lighter.
I'm brown, but okay.
Yeah.
What?
So
wait, what?
Yeah. So whatever. So she's like, hey, she was real aggressive. Like, hey, let's go, this whatever, or come to my house and blah blah blah. So we went on a date. Right? It was whatever.
Did she pay?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it was nothing like. I think we kind of like it's like a coffee spot type thing. It wasn't nothing too crazy, okay. So I paid for it, right? Ain't
coffee.
Shit.
It was cheap,
right? So whatever it is, and then the second time she's like, "Hey, come to my house." Right? So I'm real skeptical about going to a woman's house because I don't really know what to expect. I don't know if a nigga's gonna come in. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It could be dangerous. She could be lying about being single.
That's a lot to think about.
No, as a man, you got to be prepared for anything to go wrong, right? You got to come strapped or whatever it is, right? So
okay,
so that's real shit. All right, so whatever.
Okay.
So we go to the I go to her house, right? Before I go to her house, she's like, I'm just letting you know it's a little dirty.
Oh, this is gonna be horrible.
Okay, right? All right, sure.
Okay.
And she kept saying it. I'm just letting you know it's just a little dirty. Whatever. So I'm like, I don't judge. It's cool. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna judge you. Mm-hmm. So we get to her house. We get to her apartment building. We go up the stairs. We go to her door. She's like, all right, it's a little crazy. I go in the crib. There's shit everywhere, right? So there's fucking McDonald's bag on top of the counter. There's Bud Light bottles everywhere. There's just shit. There's clothes on top of the table.
Was it the weekend? Did she have like a party?
No,
Yeah,
no. I know a rough weekend house, and you just fucked up living house. Like she was fucked up living. Like clothes on the floor, just dirt no vacuum hit the floor like in months. It was just dirt. That's fuck. Right to the point I was like, oh, I don't know if I should sit down type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Y'all don't really know me, but I'm clean as fuck, right?
Are you a neat freak?
I kind of know.
I'm like, yeah. So I have like a little bit of OCD, right?
Okay.
I'm like, I need everything has a place, right? I make my bed every morning. I put my remotes on the bed. Like I'm a little weird. Mm-hmm. So when I see shit like that, I might get a little weird. Like my skin crawls, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. Cool. So I'm like, I'm trying to look past this shit. I'm like, all right, can you move the shit off the couch so we can sit down and at least watch TV? Right? That's how bad it was. It was shit on the couch. It was just like, there might have been shit on the couch, literally. That's how bad it was.
Did she have animals?
No. That's what made it worse. There might have been dog hair on the floor. That's how bad the shit was. Whatever. So she moves the shit off the couch. I'm like, all right. She's like, don't judge me. It's just a little fucked up. It's like, I want y'all to understand those Bud Light cans and straws coming out. It was just bad.
So as she's saying this, is she like trying to clean up?
No. That makes it even worse. She didn't have the decency to clean her shit up to say, make it look at least halfway better. She just left it like how it was. Just fucked up. Cool. So we're watching TV, right? Whatever. Now she starts rubbing me, whatever. Oh, hey, hi. So now I'm just telling her, like, no,
you want to go home.
I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here, right? Cool. She's rubbing all over me and whatever. I'm like, just watch the movie. Okay.
What were y'all watching?
And then I don't fucking know. At that point, I don't know what the fuck.
You was watching for what was happening.
I'm almost to the point. I'm about to text my homeboy. Like, look, call me and say.
You shut up.
I swear to God.
Do not.
I was almost at the point like, yo, call me and say I gotta go, like make some shit up. It was almost there. So continue on. She's like touching whatever. She's like, okay, well, hold on, I'm going to my room. She goes to her room. She comes back with like this robe on. I'm like,
oh, she's being sexy.
I'm like, all right, but at that point, I still can't fuck with you because your shit fucked up, right? I'm just not mentally there. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Cool. So whatever. She's like looking halfway okay. Whatever.
Halfway.
Listen, she takes her robe off. Jesus Christ. She takes her robe off, right? The hairiest pussy I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about this shit was braidable. She could take her shit and dread it. That's how hairy this shit was.
You don't like
the audacity of you, huh?
You don't like a little hairy puss? It's
No,
natural.
It's still a puss.
It's vintage.
It's still vagina.
No, listen to what I'm saying. It was like my beard. It was not just hairy. It was long and strong. That's what it was.
Sometimes you have to grow the hair out though because you need to get a wax, and you might have something coming up. So it's like, well, I'm not gonna get a wax this weekend because I have something special. Well, it's time, but next weekend I need it to be fresh. You know what I mean?
Time.
It wasn't peach fuzz. It wasn't like, hey, I haven't shaved in a week. It was like I haven't shaved in 2 months. That's how it looked. So for you to have the confidence to come out your shit looking like Chewbacca under your shit, like I'm telling you, it was so long that I could braid it. I could braid
I've been with
shit.
some niggas who like the hairy pussy.
I have to, honestly.
They like it.
Hairy's cool.
I don't like it, so I get it.
I don't like it, and I get it waxed, but it's like I've never had somebody flip out when I was like, okay, it's a bush, so...
But I'm saying if you're going to eat some pussy and it's hairy, I would rather it not be hairy.
I would rather it not be hairy, but it's not going to stop the show.
Hairy's cool.
Is it clean?
It depends.
Is it funky?
It depends how hairy it is. If it's hairy, cool. But if it's like I could put your shit and band 2 knots, that's too much. Your shit too crazy. I can't. So at that point, I was like, you know what?
Oh, you got yourself out of the situation. You didn't just do it.
No. What the fuck? I was fully clothed, had on everything, sneakers, everything. She's butt ass naked.
Her?
No. Fuck what? What am I fucking?
Well, I don't know. You were still there after her place was dirty. I thought you were still gonna dive in.
I was trying to get at least halfway comfortable and not hurt her feelings. But at that point, I'm like, you know what, yo, I'm sorry. You
can't.
I can't do this.
You're so nice.
I can't do this. Imagine me trying to fuck that.
I mean, you
Fucking
sound
cat.
like you would
You
be
might have
acting
missed your
weird about
blessing.
it. So
Nah.
You might have missed your blessing.
So that was my cocktail.
Cocktails are always embarrassing. Have you noticed that? That's just like
they usually we get a few, mainly from the listeners. Not
We've
so much
never
from
had
us.
like a romantic cocktail.
We had a romantic one time because I remember you read it and you told the girl like this was great. It was
that
like
one where the girl, her and her dude went to the bar and acted like they didn't know each other.
No, not that one. It was older than that, but that was a good one too.
That
I thought
was
that
a
one
good
was
one.
sexy
I
because
actually
it was
wanna
like
do that.
fun.
Yeah.
We get a few, but they're rare.
DJ PForReal, thank you so much. That sounded like a drop. DJ PForReal.
Yeah, I might need you to do one for me.
I will definitely do it for free. So I don't know if you have anything that you want to tell us about that you're doing, but now would be the time to tell us.
I'm just doing. I'm dropping my merch again next month. I had a merch drop previously last year, and it did really good. So I'm doing it again. I
want a shirt.
Yeah, I'm doing it again this year. I'm gonna do long sleeve T-shirts. I'm gonna do.
Where do they get them at?
It's gonna be on DJ PForReal. Not .com, but on my Instagram. So DJ PForReal. That's my Instagram, and that's my Twitter and Facebook and whatever else. And yeah, and it will be on all those social media platforms. And you'll be able to buy and enjoy. And I'm also putting a project out with a few artists. I can't really say right now because there's no clearances, but SBL be coming soon too.
Can I just?
And I'm going back
something?
on tour at some point too.
I just want to say, if y'all ever see him post that he is like DJing at a party, you should definitely go because first of all, I'm not just saying this because I have the biggest crush on DJ PForReal, but I'm saying this because like every party that I've been to that he DJed at, not only just our live show, because that was really the first time I heard about him, but then after that I started stalking him and going to every place that he DJs at, and it's really fun. And I forget that I'm actually there to stalk him and make sure that there's no bitches there for him, and I just forget. And it's actually like a really fun time. Like he plays all the songs that you want to hear, even if it's like weird and white. It's really a great time if you go to one of his parties. Like every time, whenever I don't have anything to do, I'm like, I wonder where Paula's going to be at. And then I go and I have a really lit time and it's really fun. And I just wanted to say that.
And guaranteed to have fun.
Yep.
in every aspect. So,
a little bit too much fun.
One more question. The people want to know what your sign is.
My sign? Mm-hmm. I'm a Sag.
Sagittarius, you guys. I don't know what they mean. I don't know the differences between the signs, but they were asking. So I was like, let me ask before you go.
It's the greatest sign at all.
And when's your birthday?
December 11th.
December 11th.
Remember when we looked up our compatibility?
I actually met a lot of good Sagittariuses. Oh.
It said that. We were reading it on the phone, and I was like, let's read our compatibility. It was like, don't fucking do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone seems to have hate towards us. I don't know. I think we're pretty great.
Don't have problems with y'all. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming. You're definitely interesting, your viewpoints. Thanks again for DJing our show. You did a great job at the show. It was great meeting you. And make sure that you guys, the Dallas show is sold out. Please stop asking us about tickets. If you want to get tickets, you better find somebody on the internet. We're not coordinating that. We coordinated tickets that you could buy from us.
And you waited too long.
You missed it. So that's that on that. But Houston, we still have some seats left. And once those tickets are gone, I've put up every last seat that we could possibly sell on there. So it's no more. You don't have to wait for anything else to come out. Go ahead and get those. Make sure that you check out Petty Party podcast. They will be opening up for us in Dallas, so listen to their show and check out Poor Minds podcast. They will be opening up for us in Houston, and KJ the Joker will be hosting both shows. He opened up for us on the Saturday show in Atlanta. He was super funny. Y'all was acting real nervous, but he was funny as hell. So I hope everybody's excited to see him. If you don't know about him, you will crack up. It's going to be a good time. And also, some people have been asking me too. There are cash bars at both locations. You cannot bring your own alcohol. There are cash bars. So buy drinks there and you'll have a good time. Get dressed up, get cute, have fun with it. And we can't wait to see you guys. Check out our Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dina. You guys do not forget my show, Temptation Island Season 2 comes out October 10th on USA Network. I will be having a watch party, and I will release the details as soon as I figure it out.
Okay, well, until then, you guys, we'll talk to you next week. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.